Hi and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this colourful timetable with a background in Word. So let's open a new document. So the first thing to do is change the page orientation. So go to Layout, Orientation and click Landscape. Now we're just going to press the return key once, then go to Insert, Table, then go down to Insert Table. Then the number of columns we're going to choose is 6 and the number of rows is also 6, and then press OK. Now we're going to extend our columns so that the height of the rows is greater. So select the entire table, go to Table Layout, go to Height, select it all, press 2 and then click Enter. So there we have our table. I'm just going to move it down, and this is your time to really customize this table. So first of all, let's just put in all of the text. I'll speed up the video. So once you've inserted all of your text, you can see that it's not very well placed inside the cells. So let's just select the whole table, go up to Table Design, go up to Table Layout, and then go to this section here. This is where you can select where your text will lie inside the cell. So we're just going to choose to center align it. There we go, all our text is in the center there. And I'm going to go to the Home tab, and I'm going to change all of the text color, which is font color here, to a dark gray. So you can choose this one or you can choose this one, completely up to you. Then I'm also going to increase the size of that font. So go to this icon here. Just select increase font size until you're happy. But I'm also going to change the font to this font here. And again, increase the size of it. So now we want to add our colors, but before we do so, you need to figure out what sort of background you want. Now, often you might want to select an image. Now there's plenty of images online. There's also plenty of images on pixabay.com, which is where I got my image from. So this is Pixabay, it's free. You can just sign up with an email and then you can type anything from pattern to blue pattern to symmetrical pattern. And then you can scroll down and select from a number of different patterns. I think I selected a blue pattern. And then I scroll down and then selected an image that I wanted. And the image I came up with is the one you saw before, which is this background image here. So once you've chosen your image, you need to select the colors. So let's just go to Insert, Pictures, Picture from File. I'm going to select the picture I downloaded, this one here, and click Insert. You can see what's happened when you insert the image. It makes everything go a bit crazy, but don't fret, just select it. Go up to Wrap Text and select Behind Text. Now you can stretch it out across your entire project or page. Stretch it this way. If you stretch it at the corners, it will maintain its ratio. But now you can see that it's coming through the table itself. So we need to add some color to this table. So the first thing I'm going to do is select the entire table because it's just quicker and easier. Go to Table Design and go to Shading. Click on the drop down and go down to More Colors. Here you have your color wheel, and you can move this little circle anywhere around this color wheel. Now what you need to try and do is match the color that is in this background, otherwise you're not going to get a very cohesive image and project. It's just going to look really off. So you can move this round, and then in this square here is the color you've selected. So you can move this round, or if you're lucky enough to have this eyedropper tool, you can just click on it, move across, click on the blue, it'll highlight it here and just click OK. And as you can see, your entire table is now blue. So for the other color, we picked a pink. What I did there is I selected my cells, back up to Table Design. I went to Shading again. And when I went to More Colors, I made sure the color that I'd already selected, the blue, was highlighted. Click on More Colors. Then when the color wheel comes up, that blue will be selected. Then all I did was go to completely the opposite side of the color wheel, roughly where that blue was, and selected that pink, and then clicked OK. The other pink that I chose I felt was a little better, So I'm just going to go to shading here and pick that pink. It's not too dissimilar. And then do the same this way. So if you pick opposite colours, they match well with the colour that you first selected. You can go onto Adobe Colour and it will give you lots of different swatches. You just insert the colour that you've chosen and it will give you lots of different colour options if you choose to do it that way. Now we want to put the white in between all of these borders. So again, select your table, go up to Table Design, go over to this section here, which is Border Styles. You need to change your pen colour. Click on the drop down, select white, and that will alter the colour of all of your border choices. Click on the drop down here and go all the way down to 6 points and make sure it's selected. Then go to Borders, go all the way down and select all borders. And that will mean that it turns all of your borders white with a thick borderline. Now if you find this happens, all you need to do is click above your table, you can see your cursor flashing, press the return key, press it again, and it will just move that table up a bit. Next we're going to put the title in. So go to Insert, Text Box, click on the drop down, select Draw Text Box, click and draw out your text box, enter in your timetable text. If I deselect, you can see we've got this black border, a white fill colour, and black font. So first I'm going to change this fill colour. I'm going to go to Shape Fill, then go down to your recent colours and you can select one of the blues or pinks that you selected earlier. Then I'm going to go up to the outline colour here, Shape Outline, select white. You can then go and click on the drop down, select weight, go down to 6, and then click inside. You can see your cursor flashing. Select the text, go to the Home tab. I'm going to change the font colour to white and then increase the font size until you're happy. We can make this one bold if we like. Increase the font size, deselect. You can move this down if you want to, this text down. If you select the box, go to Shape Format, go to Format Pane, and you can see we've got another menu here. Click on Shape Options and then go to Layout and Properties. Go down, you'll see all of these margins here. These are the margins within this box. So if you go to the top margin, you can increase the size of that top margin, and as I do, you can see the text moving down. So it's far easier to move the text down, and then you can move this little square at the bottom to equal that margin. Then to align it, go to Align, Align to Center. Then you can move your arrow keys to move it up or down. Now if you want to move this table, because it's a little bit too high, what you can do is click at the top here, you can see your cursor, then press the return key. You've made a second page, but don't worry, we can shorten the margins at the bottom. Now you can see your ruler here. If you can't see your ruler, go to View, Rulers, hover your cursor between the white and grey section, click, pull down that margin, and you can see all of a sudden that changes and moves it down. Then I might move that down one more time, and then I'm going to click on the timetable box and move that up as the title with my arrow key. Now you can have all kinds of fun with this. For example, if I go into timetable and then I go across here to text options, I can go to this icon here, go to shadow, click on the drop down, go to presets, and you can pick a shadow to go on your text, which does give it a little bit of clarity around the outside of each character, which I quite like. So you can do that. And then if you want to, you can click on the box again, this time going to shape options, click on this hexagonal effects icon, click on the drop down shadow, and again, click a shadow of your choice and deselect, and you can see we've popped a shadow just around the title box at the edge here. Now once you've finished, you can fill out this digitally. You can click in the little boxes and then you can start typing, or you can print it out and just write in it. It's entirely up to you. Once you are finished, you can export this as a Word document or a PDF file. For a PDF, just go to File, Save As, click on the menu here and go down to PDF, And then alternatively, you can save this as a template, so you can repeat use this and it won't override the original copy. Go to File, Save as Template, then make sure you're in the Templates file, and then at the bottom make sure you're in Microsoft Word template, and then just click Save. If you can't be bothered to do this yourself, I will put a link in the description below where you can download and use this timetable. So I hope that's helped you today. If it has, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.